found that opening. And
shows you how quick things can happen.
the moment of a takedown is often the most vulnerable moment for the wrestler on top. Securing the takedown, making sure the action settles, or progressing into a near fall situation. That's one way it can go. The other way is in the action of falling to the mat, maybe you get a little bit of hip separation. Gallagher felt that and was able to exploit it.
So now we move to the 174-pound weight class, and another ranked wrestler for Purdue in Brody Baumann, ranked 25th, but he also lost to Derek Gilcher 2-1. So it wasn't only that they lost in the upper weight class against Indiana, they had some really strong ranked wrestlers that did the same, but Carson Kharchla, his opponent here, at rank number 6, he was 7th in the NCAA's All-American 22. He's going to be a very difficult opponent for Baumann.
Well, certainly Baumann, the redshirt sophomore, looking to bounce back, and Kharchla 6-0 on the season so far. He's had several injury issues throughout his wrestling career. He's still wearing that knee brace on the right leg.
Baumann very similar to Stoney Buell we just saw. He was 12-16 last year. It was the same record Buell had in his first year, but he did finish 8th in the Big Ten and qualified for the NCAA.
Both these guys, two-time state champs in high school. Baumann from Evansville, Indiana, and Kharchla here from Central Ohio.
So these two Evansville guys here in attendance today. And the takedown there to make it 3-0. And the escape there will allow Kharchla to try to go back to work and maybe affect another takedown.
Brody Baumann from Evansville, Indiana, currently ranked number 25 in the country this week at 174 pounds.
Baumann tried to attack but was blocked out.
Shot from distance there, actually kind of tried to change his direction halfway through to fool Kharchla. He went first to his left and then to the right on the way in. But pretty much straight on without much of a setup. There again, just kind of a hand snap and then a level change and shot. And you're not going to beat head and hands defense from somebody like Kharchla with a shot like that.
Baumann was also a Greco-Roman champ. He led his team to a first state title in 14 years in Indiana. Now he's on the back of Kharchla. But Kharchla is powering his way up. Look at that.
That's just feeling the position. Going from one leg to another, an overhook of one to a back hook of another. Kept himself calm, kept his head high, kept the pressure back into his opponent, and now he's rewarded with 3 points.
Finally was able to gain control and make it 6-1.
Well, that's a guy, Kharchla, a grad student here, has been around a long time, comes from a family with a lot of wrestling experience. That's just hours and hours and hours of mat time, understanding that you don't have to panic in a situation where your opponent starts to shift or move a little bit. You can even do something a little bit unorthodox, as he did, reaching kind of back to overhook the other leg, and just keep the situation 60-40 in your favor till you can find an opening to exploit. Looks like, I don't know if we got a cramp here, or Baumann maybe. Stretch out that calf a little bit.
Appeared to be the case. Kharchla has come out very, very strong and established control here at the beginning of this match. And especially there where he had Baumann on top of him, and then in a matter of seconds he had reversed the situation and gained 3 points to make it 6-1.
Now Kharchla's put his own shots to work here, and he can be dynamic. Some of the injuries have limited his mobility over the years, but he can be very dynamic on his feet.
He had a tough go against Rutgers. He beat number 23 ranked Jackson Turley, but only by a 3-2 score. He He's come out very strong here in this one tonight against a wrestler who's ranked right about in that same ballpark as to what his opponent in that last match was.
Well, you're talking about Big Ten wrestling, and you can't take your foot off the gas, and you can't look past anybody.
Once again, manages to work him to the mat. And the period ends, however, with Kharchla in front by that 6-1 count.
He's got choice. He'll take bottom here in the second period. Now, Bauman's going to have to do something to get himself back into this match. It's not easy to do against Kharchla, who's just, he holds position well, tough to score on. But for Baumann, he's got from the top position here. See the body types. Baumann far lankier than Kharchla, but not able to keep over the hips.
Escape there, and he didn't kick him out. He was trying to keep him contained, but Kharchla just rolling out. And he has shown the ability to really make something out of what would appear to be difficult positions and then work it to his advantage. And again, he goes in for the shot. The stalling warning was given to Baumann.
Baumann right here trying to use his front headlock situation, but Kharchla get a little overthrow there, but Kharchla tried to peek out there near the edge to keep that forward pressure going, and that pressure is what got him the stall call as well. Baumann kept backing up toward the edge of the mat.
Unfortunately for Baumann, they were already out of bounds there, as he did press forward a little too much and ended up on the mat, but he could not do anything to press that advantage.
Well, and outside of a couple of matches here, Purdue has not really done a great job of moving forward. They've been hit for stall warnings far more often than have the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Final minute of the second period. Baumann trying to neutralize Kharchla. And they call stalemate. So he did just that. And they go back at it from neutral position. Baumann unable to get inside on the shot attempt.
He's not been able to get past the hands of Kharchla. There he had.
Kharchla comes right back, gets him at the single leg attack, and he's got a takedown in the final seconds of the period.
That was kind of a half shot there from Baumann. Didn't commit to it, and then on the way up, he didn't protect himself, and Kharchla took great advantage of it.
That gives Kharchla a 10-1 lead after 2 periods, and he's looked very impressive in building that lead.
Kharchla with 1:21 of riding time here. He's not known as a big turner. See if he tries to commit to this ride. Nope, he wants to go neutral. He's showing optional start. So unless he can catch a crash cradle here, they'll go back to their feet, and Kharchla will try and increase his lead that way.
He was the National Prep Wrestler of the Year, Kharchla was, prior to arriving at the Ohio State campus. And he, once again, very quick, he gets that single leg attack going, and he turns it into a takedown.
Now, he was rewarded there for what was not necessarily a great shot. He was very extended, and Baumann was not able to take advantage of that, and Kharchla did a good job, kept his feet moving, kept trying to close that distance, and wound up with the takedown.
Well, he's got plenty of time to try to continue to perhaps get Baumann on his back. And he does.
You go assassin there.
And he's got the back points and the pin. You could almost sense that coming with 1 minute remaining in the third period. As soon as he got that takedown, you sense with that much time in the period to get him on his back that he would be able to perhaps accomplish that.